So Luka Doncic being traded to the LA Lakers is a crazy one. Look, it is without question a crazy trade. And we're seeing more and more people around Luka talking about it. And obviously, getting Anthony Davis is not a bad thing. It's really, really not a bad thing. But like, Luka is so good, as I've said. Luka's so good that people are acting like Anthony Davis is Antonio Davis. That is how good Luka Doncic is at the sport of basketball. And if you guys agree again that Luka is that good, subscribe. We're trying to hit 10,300 by the end of the day, and we are 17 off right now. But we're going to be uploading a lot more videos talking about not only this, just all NBA things. But his dad has come out with an interview clip. Obviously, there was the thing that was like written. This is what he said in the interview clip, and it's a little bit it's in a bit more detail than what was initially written. So let's take a listen right here.
Če ti ta igralec, se pa še tisti igralec, vse to lepo in prav, ampak mislim, da glih ta neka tajnost, oziroma bom rekel kar strani nekaterih posameznikov, mogoče hinavščina celo, da to pa me osebno boli, ker mislim, da se Luka absolutno tega ni zaslužil, glede na to, da je, saj jaz vem, zelo veliko žrtvoval se in tudi te zgodbe, zdaj, ki jih lansira nekdo, da se hoče upravičiti za te stvari, kar delajo, to se mi zdi zelo nekorektno strani posameznikov, kajti vem sam, da je Luka zelo spoštoval Dallas, spoštoval je celo mesto Dallas, pomagal je in otrokom, ni mu bil problem hoditi in po bolnicah in po, ne vem, sirotišnicah in po te dobrodelne stvari. Ni mu bilo problem tudi lani, glede na to, da spet pravim, en posameznik rekel, da ni dobro pripravljen, da je lani odigral, ne vem, to ti bolj veš 100 tekem, praktično 40 minut, da je imel skozi po 2-3 igralca na sebi, da greš ti take stvari govoriti, to se mi zdi pa zelo nekorektno od strani posameznikov. Tradal si ga, stoj za svojim tradom, ne pa iskati svojih izgovorov ali pa alibijev. In to je to.
So obviously Luka's dad is calling out the Dallas Mavericks for the stuff that they're saying. For like the stuff that Nico Harrison's saying. And also, by the way, the stuff that's coming out. So Nico Harrison trying to like save his job basically is like, that's the thing, is like, to save his job, he's trying to badmouth Luka as much as possible. Simple as that. He is trying to badmouth Luka Doncic as much as he possibly can, because if he badmouths Luka, then maybe it'll be justified. Maybe, this trade will be justified. If he's letting it out suddenly, oh, Luka's out of shape and Luka's unfit and, defense wins championships and this is what we want. Like, defense wins championships is the biggest lie in basketball. Because obviously, look, you need defense, but offense is more important. A cone on defense who is an absolute all-NBA level offensive player is 100 times better than a lockdown all defense level player that can't play offense. Literally, it's like asking who is more valuable, Luka Doncic or Tony Allen. Simple as that. If you think defense wins championships, you would take Tony Allen over Luka Doncic. No, it's like you need a mixture of both. And if you've got a player that's weak on defense, you got to be able to hide him. It's a lot easier to hide a guy on defense than hide a guy on offense. Because if you have to hide a guy on offense, if you guys don't realize, if you have to hide a guy on offense, it means that the other team is going to play better defense. If the other team can help off you or can put a center on your guard because your guard can't shoot and the center can act as basically run rover and play as a sweeper, you're going to really struggle to score, because it makes it much harder for you to score, and it allows bad defensive teams to look good on defense when you've got a bad offensive player. There's no scenario where like bad offensive players can look good no matter what the defense is. Let's be real. Like, they have to have some sort of offensive skill set. But like with like when it comes to this trade right here, like it's a bad trade. Nico Harrison knows he made a bad trade. He literally, as much as confirmed, we signed Luka Doncic, we traded Luka Doncic because I don't care about the future. I want to win this year. He basically knows he's going to get fired at the end of this year. That's as from what it sounds like. He knows he's going to get fired at the end of this year. And he's like, well, I think giving us Anthony Davis with Kyrie is better than having Luka with Kyrie, because their skill sets clash. And it's like, if they were the same age, fair enough. Anthony Davis has, I know he's been healthy in the last few years, has a track record of not playing that many games. His health in the playoffs at times has been questionable. Other than 2020, his play in the playoffs has been questionable-ish. I'm not going to say questionable, but like sometimes it hasn't been the greatest. And he's also health in the playoffs. So the reason they lost in 2021 was AD's health. So that's the thing, is like, you've traded Luka for street clothes, and then, like what the dad said, like, if you want to trade Luka, fine. If you want to make the trade, fine. But it's like, to badmouth Luka, say all this stuff about Luka, when Luka wanted to be in Dallas, he wanted to play his entire career in Dallas. Heck, immediately after this happened, the trade, we see this in Dallas. That Gafford ruled out, Washington ruled out, Kyrie ruled out. And you've got, like, the Dallas players commenting on his Instagram post, saying stuff like, oh, they've, like, commenting on the Instagram post saying it was a pleasure playing with you, and saying positive things for like Luka, about Luka, and obviously they traded him, and not letting the coach know, not letting Luka know at all. Like, I think Luka found out in and around the same time as we all did, which is a bit ridiculous at the end of the day, isn't it? It is a bit ridiculous. But yeah, it is what it is at the same time. Like, look, I would be, like, rightfully so pissed if you were his dad. I think all the Mavs fans are pissed. I think everyone around everybody around Luka is pissed. I think everybody around the Mavs is pissed. I think the fans are pissed. I think Rob Pelinka, like, all the things people like, oh, like the joke. I mean, how many skits have there been where Rob Pelinka picking up the phone and being like, you want to trade me Luka Doncic? You mean, and describing Luka Doncic like, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll take Luka Doncic. But yeah, it was just a madness. Just yesterday, all in all, was just a mad old day, wasn't it? It was just a mad old day for Luka, for the Dallas Mavericks franchise, and just for everyone involved in the sport of basketball. It was a mad old day yesterday. That's the only way I can describe it. Mad old day. But anyway, yeah, that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.